One more question, then we better, maybe over here.
Back to science versus Buddhism.
Sure.
So I'm curious about.
Well, it's not science versus Buddhism.
Yeah, just where do they meet? Like, how do they go together in the sense of evolution?
No, I think. I think there are a lot of fields of science which are completely compatible with Buddhism.
I totally agree, but I thought now just maybe you can explain this about evolution, that we started as one cell and then we
So
we evolved, and at some point we became maybe we became aware, we were always aware, so we said that the mind is primary to the body, and so where does this whole thing we explore now, where does it come in?
Just a brief answer on that is that, of course, evolution describes the physical evolution. And, of course, according to scientific materialism, that's it. There's nothing more than physical evolution. But, of course, Buddhism would disagree with that. And so Buddhism has no problem with evolution. It's just the evolution of the physical world and the physical body. So, no problem. It's not like, because in scientific materialism, and when they talk about the brain and so forth, there are, of course, a number of different assertions about, well, in fact, there's no uniform understanding of mind in those fields. I mean, there are many different...
Starting to explore it now.
Yeah, hardly even. But, I mean, so... what was I going to say about that? So, therefore, in scientific materialism, of course, they're working on the basis that everything in the known universe is matter and energy. And then, of course, when we come to the mind, it doesn't sort of usually fit very nicely into their theories, so then they have to try and explain it somehow, and so often they explain it away in terms of, oh, it's just the brain. So then they're happy because then they've got something they know, that it's the brain or the functioning of the brain or so forth. And even there are some philosophers and scientists who get rid of the problem very easily by saying, oh, actually there is no such thing as mind. There are some prominent philosophers and scientists who say that conscious experience is an illusion, that there is no such thing as conscious experience. Okay.
So
Seems to...
Is it nihilism?
Sorry?
Is it nihilism?
No, they say that we're just mindless robots, basically.
Just like animals?
No, not even animals, just like the material world. Because that's what they know. So I find that a little bit... Awkward. Not awkward, but, I mean, strange that... Because they're using their conscious experience to say there's no conscious experience. Which is a bit... Anyway. They're entitled to say it. Sorry?
But it is a point where Buddhism and part of science don't really...
No, but I think that what's interesting now is that there seems to be at least one area in quantum mechanics, quantum physics, which seems to... because quantum physics, I think, there's also no uniform understanding of what it really means, what's the implications of it, so there are different theories about what that means, but I think one branch of that, certainly from my understanding, is there's a lot of overlap between that and this view of emptiness. In fact, there was a very highly regarded physicist, quantum physicist, Anton Zeilinger, who met with His Holiness Dalai Lama, and it was very interesting that His Holiness was presenting this Madhyamika view, and he was presenting his understanding of quantum physics, and each one was both amazed how they could get to their understanding. Anton Zeilinger was amazed how the Buddhists could get to their understanding through meditation without doing any experiments, and His Holiness was amazed at how Anton Zeilinger could come to this conclusion by not meditating, by just using experiments. So they were both amazed at how they could come to more or less the same view from completely different directions. So I thought that was interesting. Okay, let's break for dinner. This evening we're going to look at the the sort of standard 5-path model for how we progress in this Vipassana practice of emptiness.